Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be doing a class that works with the expansion breath. So as we move through this class, you're going to notice that your breath is going to slowly start to feel deeper and longer. Some people find this class as a bit of a challenge, but others seem to find it very relaxing. So it'll always be interesting to see how you respond with it. Everyone responds with it differently. Sometimes this class seems like it's moving very slowly and it feels a little bit like Tai Chi, so just enjoy those moments. And as we move through expanding the breath, if you ever notice yourself not matching with it, just return to your normal natural breath and just do the best you can. So we're going to be starting on our back today, just working with the breath. So go ahead and find yourself onto your back. And just allow yourself kind of in a savasana position. You're just going to lie flat. If you would like to, you can go ahead and bend your knees and allow your knees to fall towards each other. But I want you to just feel in a very natural position. And just become aware of your breath for the moment. Following the natural pace of your inhales and exhales. And as you inhale, send your breath all the way deep into your stomach, feeling your stomach rise up. And then feel the expansion into your rib cage. And as you exhale, start with exhaling through the rib cage, feeling them deflate back down. And then your stomach pulls in towards your spine as you exhale. Inhaling through the stomach and through the ribs. And exhaling from the ribs and to the stomach. And to get that last bit of air out, pull that stomach in and up towards your heart to squeeze every last bit of air out. Inhaling deep through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. Keep this breath moving in and out from the nose. And I'm going to start to count the expansion breath out for us. So what that means is as you exhale, your exhale is going to be 1 second longer than the inhale. You will see as I move through it. Go ahead and inhale through the nose for 3. Exhale through the nose for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 7. Inhale for 7. Exhale for 8. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath on the fullness. And exhale through the mouth. And just return to your natural pace of breathing. And just take a moment to reflect on how that exercise was for you. Did you feel calm? Or did you feel like you just couldn't get that breath quite deep enough? And that's okay if that's the case. This is a practiced exercise. We have to practice our breath, as crazy as that sounds. So a couple tricks to really working into this expansion breath are, one, what we worked in the beginning is breathing in fully through the belly and then into the ribs, and breathing out fully from the ribs and then pressing that belly in towards the spine and up towards the heart to really press all of that air out and make that breath and that exhale last for longer. So it's the inhale through the stomach and through the ribs, filling up as much as you can, and then that exhaling from the ribs and to the stomach, pulling the stomach in towards the spine and up towards the heart to press that last bit of air out. And the other trick you can use here is the constriction of the throat. So it's as if you're going to either to check your own breath, or if you're going to draw onto a mirror, so you want to put your breath onto a mirror and then draw a smiley face or whatever. It's that same constriction of the throat, but you close your mouth and do that same breath. And you can also do that breathing in. And you'll notice that by constricting that airway, you're able to pull the air in a little bit slower, and you're able to push the air out a little bit slower. So we're going to move through that same expansion breath one more time. And you can use those 2 tips and tricks to see if you can make it fit your body a little bit more. And go ahead and inhale for 3. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 7. Inhale for 7. Exhale for 8. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath on the fullness. And sigh it out through the mouth. And just return to your natural breath. Now just take a moment to reflect on that. See if you were able to use those 2 tips, the constriction of the throat and the full breathing through the belly and the ribs, to make that fit a little bit more into your body. And if not, that's okay. Keep practicing with it. So this is the breath that we're going to carry with us through our movements today. And of course, I'll lead you through it, and I apologize in advance for any time I mess up the counting. It is very possible that that happens. But if I mess up, just keep doing what you know is right. It's always 1 second longer on the exhale. Go ahead and take a moment and just stretch your body long, like it's that first stretch in the morning. Stretching long, 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 maybe rolling your wrists and your ankles, spreading the fingers wide and making fists, spreading wide, making the fist. Take a full breath in, expanding long, and as you exhale, go ahead and tuck those knees in towards your chest, and you can go ahead and just massage your spine, rocking side to side a little bit. Now go ahead and cross that left knee over top the right, crossing your knees kind of like a lady. That right foot is going to meet the earth here. Your arms are going to come out into a goalpost position here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, both your knees are going to fall to the right side and your gaze is going to go over to the left. And here we're going to expand our breath. Breathing in for 3. And exhaling for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 6. Exhale, 7. In for 7. Out for 8. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale through the mouth. Go ahead and pulling back through center. Tucking those knees in towards your chest. Giving them a nice little hug. Rocking side to side. Now go ahead and cross that right knee over top the left this time. Pull those knees in towards your stomach. Just for a nice quick little stretch. And take a deep breath in. Go ahead and exhale. Allow the left foot onto the mat. Arms come back out into a goalpost position. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, both knees fall over to the left side and gaze comes over to the right. Inhaling for 3. Exhaling for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale 6. Inhale 6. Exhale 7. In for 7. Out for 8. Take your deep inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and move back through center. Tucking those knees in towards the belly. Go ahead and keep your palms onto your knees and just keep the knees together and move your knees into circles, just massaging into the low back. Go ahead and switch the direction of those circles. Beautiful. Now pull your knees in towards your abdomen. You're going to notice how that space that's in your low back is gone. That whole low back is pressed deep into the earth right now. Now go ahead and rise those legs up. Flex those toes towards your nose. Your palms come aside to your hips. And as you exhale, I want you to press your belly in towards your spine, pressing that spine into the earth. So that space is once again closed. The spine is pressing into the mat. And here we do our expansion breath, breathing in for 3. Exhaling for 4. In for 4. Exhale for 5. Engaging through the core, pressing the spine in towards the mat. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 6. Exhale 7. Inhale for 7. We're almost there. Exhale for 8. Engaging the quads, engaging the toes towards the nose. Deep inhale. And go ahead and exhale, tuck those knees in towards your belly. Beautiful. And now go ahead and allow your feet to come onto the earth. Palms once again are aside the hips. We're going to inhale, we're going to hinge the hips up.
We're going to hold here, and this is going to be our next expansion breath. So as you're here, press the palms of the feet, the palms of the hands, and the tips of your shoulder blades into the earth. The hips are pulling towards the sky. The heart and collarbones are nice and open. Inhaling for 3. And exhaling for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale 5. Exhale 6. Inhale 6. Exhale 7. Inhale 7. Exhale 8. All the air out, all the air out. Deep breath in through the nose, rising the hips. Go ahead and exhale, hinge those hips back down towards the earth. Beautiful. Tuck the knees back in towards the chest. And this time, your palms are going to reach behind your knees, and you're going to extend those feet out in front of you, assisting yourself up into a seated position. Now we're going to come into our seated position, crossing your legs in front of you. And I highly recommend that you sit onto a cushion or a towel, or you can fold your mat up a few times and sit on the folded part of your mat. Giving our hips a little bit of elevation will help us keep our spine a little bit more straight during the seated portion of this class. Take a moment and just find your sit bones. Maybe you roll your shoulders up and back a couple times. Inhaling them up and exhaling the shoulders down. And go ahead with your nose, lead your nose towards the left. And then lead your nose towards the right. Nose towards the left. And nose towards the right. One more time left. And to the right. Beautiful. Find center, roll those shoulders up and back. Go ahead and inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, stretch those arms back out to the sides. Now your palms are going to come just next to your sit bones, and your fingertips are going to point forwards towards your knees. Now press your palms in towards the earth. Collarbones are open, and that chin is going to slightly rise up. We breathe here, inhaling for 3. Exhaling for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5, 4. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 6. Inhale 6. Exhale 7. Inhale 7. Exhale 8. Beautiful. Deep breath in, rise the arms up. Exhale, palms come to heart center. And go ahead and walk your hands forward, stretching forward, allowing that low back to kind of just stretch out. Allow your head to hang if you would like to. If you feel tension into the back of your neck, keep that head and neck a little bit engaged to relieve some of that tension. Continuing to breathe here. Slow, steady, long breaths. Sit bones heavy into the earth. go ahead and walk those palms back in. And now we're going to change the cross of the legs here. So just switch so that other leg is in front. I'm going to turn sideways so you guys have another angle for this. So once again, rolling the shoulders up and back. Inhaling, the arms rise all the way up. Exhaling, pressing them out to the sides and down. And once again, those palms press in towards the earth, fingertips towards the knees. And as you press, it's almost like you're trying to become weightless off of your sit bones here. Elbows are extended tight, heart is open, collarbones open, shoulder blades pulled down the back, chin slightly lifted. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale 5. Exhale 6. Inhale 6. Exhale 7. Inhale for 7. And exhale for 8. Pushing every last bit of air out, pulling that stomach in. Beautiful deep inhale, rising the arms up. Exhaling, palms come to heart center. And go ahead and walk those hands forward once again, stretching into the low back. Keeping those sit bones heavy and towards the earth here. Breathing deep. One more full breath in. And full breath out. Go ahead and walk those hands back up. Beautiful. Go ahead and extend those legs out straight in front of you. You can keep seated onto your cushion if you would like to. If you would like to remove it, you're more than welcome to. We're going to move into the forward fold, seated forward fold stretching. So as you move through this, you're going to notice that the longer your exhales get, the deeper you're available to stretch. So play with it. It might not work out the first time, that's okay. So as you move through this, be sure to keep your upper body engaged the whole time. So go ahead and inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. We're going to inhale for 3. And exhale for 4. Maybe deepen the stretch a little bit. Inhaling for 4. Exhaling for 5. Maybe hinging a little deeper. Inhale for 5. And exhale for 6. Inhale for 6. Keeping that heart nice and open. Exhale for 7. Maybe drawing that heart forward a little bit more. Inhale for 7. And exhale, hinging for 8. Deep inhale through the nose. Drawing that heart and exhaling, just relaxing over top the legs, keeping the feet nice and soft, keeping the knees nice and soft. Just allow yourself to fold forward over top your legs. Be gentle with yourself, know where your limit line is, and just walk up to it and view that limit line in front of you. And just watch it go further away from you. That's the way this works. Nice and easy with yourself. Just enjoying the stretch here. Go ahead and deep inhale, reach those fingertips forward. Inhaling those arms up all the way. And exhaling them out to the sides. Beautiful. Give those shoulders a nice big roll up and roll down. And go ahead and cross those legs in front of you. We're going to pull forward onto all fours. You might want to keep that cushion nearby for your knees coming up in just a moment. But for now, we're just going to be in all fours. And for now, we're going to move through the cat and cow. So we're going to inhale as we open up the heart, pressing the earth away. Exhale as we press deeper into the earth, rounding the spine, tail and crown towards the earth. Inhaling to move through this, 3. Exhaling for 4. 2, 1. Inhale for 4, taking the full count to reach that peak posture. And exhale for 5, coming into your round. 3, 2. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 7. Notice how slow this movement becomes. Really getting deep into the posture. Inhale for 7. Moving slowly, taking that whole 7 counts to get into the arc of the spine. Exhale for 8. Fully press all the air out. Beautiful. Inhale into your neutral spine. And exhale here, engaging the core. Pulling that core in and up towards the heart. Beautiful. Return to your natural breath. And go ahead and tuck those toes under. Press your palms in towards the earth. Rise the hips up towards the sky. And just take a moment. Pedal out the feet, stretching into the backs of the legs. Now our next flow is going to be coming from the downward facing dog here and pulling forward into our plank. So as we exhale, we're going to be pressing back into the down dog. And we're going to inhale into our plank for 3. And exhale for 4, pressing back. 2. Inhale, pulling forward for 4. And exhale, pressing back for 5. Inhaling forward for 5. Exhaling, pressing back for 6. Getting deep into the stretch. Inhaling, pulling forward for 6, engaging into the core as you draw those shoulders over the wrists. Exhaling, pressing back for 7. Taking the whole count to move through into the posture. 1. Inhale forward for 7. And exhale for 8. 6, 5. Beautiful. Stay in that downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, just enjoying the stretch of the down dog. Pressing the heels towards the earth. Beautiful. Go ahead and pull those knees back towards the earth. And this is the moment where if you have that cushion or folded up towel or blanket, you might want to place it under your knees. So go ahead and place that towel there if you'd like to. We're going to be on our knees for a little bit. And go ahead and take your left leg and draw it on forward. And our next motion here is just going to be rising the arms and lowering the arms. So same thing, as you move through this, it's going to start to feel very slow. And you might notice you're able to get that right hip to press a little bit deeper towards the earth as we move through this. Inhaling, the arms rise for 3. Exhaling for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 7. Inhale for 7. Exhale for 8. Beautiful. Deep inhale, rise those arms all the way up. And as you exhale, drop that left arm to the side, arcing the right arm over the top. Just a nice little stretch into the side, just your natural, normal breathing here. And go ahead and inhale, that left arm rises back up. And as you exhale, press into that left foot, hinging the hips back so that now your hips are stacked over top that back knee. So the next series here, we're going to be moving from this straight leg position, this hamstring stretch, where you're pulling that left hip back and pressing the left heel in towards the earth, and to this forward lunge. And if you'd like to, you can keep your palms onto your heels, or if you have blocks, your palms onto your hips. These are hips, not heels. Or if you have blocks, you can go ahead and press your palms onto your blocks here. I'm going to keep my hands onto my hips. Go ahead and take your deep inhale to prepare. 2. And exhale, pressing back for 4. Pressing the heel into the earth. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 7. Inhale for 7. Pressing that back hip forward. And exhale for 8. Moving nice and slow, getting a little bit deeper into that stretch of the left hamstring, pressing all the air out. Beautiful. Stay here. Take your full breath in. And exhale all the air out, staying in the posture, pressing that left heel in towards the earth. Just enjoying that stretch here. Trying not to let that head hang down. Keep your heart open. Keep your throat open here. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, that left hand is going to step to the inside of the left leg, and then you're going to lunge forward and from that left knee. The back toe is going to tuck under, and you're going to press that back leg straight. If this is too much for you, you're more than welcome to have your palms up onto blocks, or you can keep that back leg rested. This is going to be the posture, and we're just going to hold the posture as we expand our breath. Breathing in for 3.
And out for 4. In for 4. Out for 5. In for 5. Out for 6. Engaging through the core, engaging through that back leg, pressing the heel away. Inhaling for 6. Exhale for 7. You might notice that your stretching is getting a little bit different. You may need to shift around. You're opening up. Inhale for 7. And exhale for 8. Take a deep breath in. And go ahead and exhale, release that back leg to the earth. And that front leg's gonna wiggle on back there. And go ahead and press into your child's pose. Wiggle those hips out, maybe rock side to side, massaging into the hip joints.
Just taking a moment here. Absolutely beautiful. So that you'll maybe you've started to notice that as we move through these moving expansion breaths, the movement does get very, very slow. Try not to rush through the movement here. Keep it slow. Take the full count to complete the motion, and your body will notice the difference in that slow movement. Go ahead and pull those shoulders back over the palms. This time that right leg is going to step forward. And you're going to inhale as the arms rise up for 3. Exhale, arms lower for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 7. Deepening the stretch, allowing it to come into your body. Inhale for 7. Exhale for 8. Take your deep inhale, rising the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, that right arm drops towards the earth, that left arm arcs over. Keeping the neck long. Just enjoying a bit of a side stretch. Full breath in and full breath out. Go ahead and inhale, the right arm rises up. Exhale, press that right foot into the earth, right heel into the earth, and go ahead and hinge forward, finding that stretch. So once again, as we're here, that right hip is drawing back, and that right hip heel is pressing deep into the earth. So as we move through, we go to our forward lunge as we inhale. And we straighten that front leg, pressing as we exhale. 2, 1. Inhaling for 4. Exhaling for 5. Once again, your hands can be onto blocks, onto the earth, or onto your hips. Inhaling. Heart is open. Exhaling for 6. Drawing that right hip back, heel pressing in towards the earth. Inhale forward. Exhale, pressing back. 6, 5, 4. Inhale for 7. exhale for 8. Beautiful. Hold the posture, deep inhale. And as you exhale, pressing that right heel into the earth, just enjoying the stretch for a quick moment. Full breath in through the nose. And the full breath out. Right hand moves inside of that right leg. Now we lunge forward, and you have the option to stay here, keep your hands onto blocks. And if you'd like to, you can tuck that back toe under and press into that back leg, engaging it straight. We hold the posture here as we inhale for 3. And exhale for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 7. Inhale 7. Exhale 8. Deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, go ahead and soften that back knee to the mat. Wiggle that front leg back to meet the left. Go ahead and wiggle those hips back into your child's pose. And just take a few moments here. Breathing full, deep breaths. One more full breath in. And full breath out. Go ahead and pull forward. We're going to make our way back onto our sit bones. We're going to open our legs out to the sides. And here, you've guessed it, we're going to pull our hands on forward and just find your comfortable spot. And we're just going to hold the posture here using our expansion breath. And you're going to notice that slowly and surely you might be able to stretch a little bit deeper. Just be patient with yourself. Same thing, see that limit line right in front of you. And as you walk towards that limit line will move away. The infinite chase. Inhale for 3. And exhale for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 7. Inhale for 7. And exhale for 8. Take a full breath in. And exhale, just enjoy the stretch a little bit for just a little moment longer with your natural breathing pattern. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And go ahead and walk those hands back in. Be very gentle with yourself. We're going to bring those legs back together. And go ahead and make your way on towards your back. Tuck your knees into your chest once again, rocking side to side maybe.
Maybe coming into a happy baby just to neutralize the spine for a moment. And as you're ready, you're going to make your way into your Savasana, that final resting posture, allowing your arms and legs to be about a 45-degree angle from your center line. So that air can reach every curve and crevice of your body. Just take a moment to check in. Notice the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice how you responded with that class, with the expansion of breath. Was it a challenge or was it very calming? And if it was a challenge for you this first time, maybe if you do it a few more times, it will become very calming. The first time I did a class like this, it was a very big challenge for me. But now I find these classes extremely calming and relaxing. And everyone responds differently. And just notice how it was for you. And as you lie here, I'm going to allow you to count yourself through your last expansion breath of this class. And you're going to lead yourself all the way up to an exhale of 11. So your last inhale will be for 10, and your last exhale will be for 11. So as you're ready, start with a 3, and move slowly through all the way to an exhale of 11. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it on the fullness. Sigh it out through the mouth. Return to your natural breath. Become aware of the weight of your body into the earth. Every point of contact that you have with the earth. Bring small movements into your fingers and toes, a little wiggle. And then go ahead and circle into the wrists and into the ankles. As you're ready, take a big stretch, stretching that body nice and long, 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 long. And go ahead and tuck your knees in towards your chest. Squeezing them in tight, telling your body thank you, telling your body I love you and mean it. As you're ready, go ahead and rock onto your side, either side. Keep your eyes closed, stay inside, and just take a moment in this fetus position. This position of warmth, comfort, security, where we all started our lives. Taking a moment to remember our mothers and the many mothers before them. Keep those eyes closed, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and press your palms into the earth. Finding your way back into a seated posture. Keep those eyes rested closed. Allow your palms to just rest upon your knees for a moment. Maybe rocking your pelvis front and back just to find that sweet spot where you can sit with the most tall spine. Full breath in and full breath out. Feel those sit bones rooted into the earth. Bring light to that belly below the belly button. Pull that light in towards your spine and draw it up towards your heart. Feel the glow coming from your heart, maybe even circling those shoulders up and back, allowing the heart to radiate. Now allow that glowing light to move up the spine through the neck and drawing through the crown of the head, pulling lightness through the crown. Go ahead and tuck that chin just slightly. And then bring your gaze towards your third eye, that spot between the brows. And just enjoy a moment of stillness. Deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Go ahead and bring those palms heart center, pressing the palms together. Finding gratitude in your heart. I have so much gratitude for you guys. Go ahead and rub your palms together, creating some warmth, some friction. And go ahead and press that right over your eyelids. Massaging into the eye sockets. Go ahead and squeeze the eyelids shut. Relax them, squeeze them shut. Release one more time. Squeeze the eyelids shut. And then just start to blink your eyes open behind the palms. Slowly welcoming the light back. And then as you're ready, just massage into your scalp, your head, neck, and shoulders. Just bring yourself back. Bring yourself back. I thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to join me for this, and thank yourself for coming onto your mat. I hope you feel good.
Namaste.